Fit Foods or something. Fit Foods, matter of fact. And you know what I'm saying? Getting a little order from. Oh shit. What happened? Oh, there it goes. Yeah, I was at Fit Foods and everything. Getting a little order and stuff. Not from these or somebody else. Bro, I might just do this. I might take this out. Because this is my first time going live on the phone time. And this is how I'm going to tell you about the story about going live. So, yeah, so I was at Fit Foods and dudes, and I was like, yeah, I got a YouTube channel. I got a lot of trying shit. And then dudes just like, yo, I got a YouTube channel and shit. You can keep going. And I was just like, you know what? That's a good idea. And so what I ended up doing is I was like, bro, let me get back on my YouTube stuff. Because I don't really be showing you guys, like, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes, all type of stuff. I would just be in front of, like, camera and stuff, talking, or you see in front of the screen and stuff. But, shoot, I'm just sitting in the car right now, thank God. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm over here trying to knock some more work out. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, it's a lot going on. Like, there's a lot going on, bro. And you just gotta keep going with shit, bro. You just can't let shit beat you up. Like, you gotta keep going. Keep going, keep grinding, keep shining. Like, you can see I'm roughing it right now. You know, I'm in a rough period with the G7 shirt on. I'm roughing it right now, man. Like, gotta keep me in your prayers, keep me, you know, any thoughts and prayers for the goodness, you know, hope for the best, prepare for the worst, you know. But, yeah, I'm just staying going. Bro, we gotta get this shit, bro. Like, that's it, bro. Ain't no other questions about it, bro. We gotta just get this shit. I'm roughing it, boy. But yeah, just roughing it, trying not to work out at the same time, you know. I ain't doing too much. We is about to set up some websites. Like, the main thing I've been wanting to do is get back onto talking about funnels and websites and stuff. Cause, like, bro, you really want to grow. It's not just about having like a good funnel and ads going to it, but you can build that. But it's also the marketing behind that. Like, it's more than just building a website. Like, that's one thing that a lot of people kind of like think, oh, I got the funnel, I got to get the perfect funnel or the right traffic or something. Bro, you got to build something that is beneficial. Like, to not just to, you know what I'm saying, look nice and pretty and stuff, but you got to build a website that's like, well, it's not just the website, it's the marketing. It's the, like, you know what I'm saying, it's the things that you do around it. So, like, let's say if you're running ads to something, or you have a website, right? But nobody is dang on clicking on it, nobody's buying nothing. What are you doing? What are you actively doing outside of just running ads? Because you can run ads and get a lot of people that's inquiring about a problem that you're looking to solve. Like, you can do that. Yeah, shout out, bro. What's up? That's lit. That's lit. Hey guys, I didn't even notice the chat there, but yeah, man, I just want to talk about websites and funnels and traffic and stuff. Like, I got the G7 shirt on today. But yeah, that's the main thing. You don't want nothing. It's just like, in order for this shit to work, you have to have optimistic and optimal thinking mind. Like, how can I donate? Just join G7, bro. Just go to G7.com. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up on the website for you. Just go to G7.com. I forgot. Make it easy. JEE7.com. Become a member there. Subscribe. And but the main thing is, like, I know, like, some people kind of like, I don't know. Let me speak with confidence. I got sidetracked just now. But the main thing is, bro, you have your site, you have your funnel, but you have to have, like, motion going on around it. Like, you have to be doing things. Like, you have to have something. Like, you have to be exponentially, like, thinking when it comes to this shit. And so the thing is like, a lot of people create a funnel, but they don't create nothing that draws in a lot of people. And you have to have some type of motion, like motion. Like you gotta create that motion sometimes, you know? And a lot of times, like when you create that motion, it gives people a way to like you, trust you. I know it's gonna sound terrible, but compare themselves to you, things like that. Like once you create that motion, then it's easier to kind of like do certain things. Like if you want people to kind of like buy a product or service or sign up for a book, like give you an example, right? You got like a top entrepreneur right now in the media world. I can't say top entrepreneur because there's a lot of entrepreneurs that people just don't know, but what I could say is initially, dang on, in the media world, you got an entrepreneur like Alex Ramonzi or whatever. I think he lives in Vegas. I think he used to live like down the street. And the thing is, it's like that guy created a book. He first created a business that works and made him $100 million. And then secondly, he created a book. And thirdly, the book sold, then he created more books. And so the thing is, he created a likable presence about himself. And that's what caused people to draw in. And so not just having a website, but actually creating something that is going to be compelling, attractive, that's going to say, hey, initially, this is why I want to rock with this person. And that's what makes it work. So now, getting back to the ads and stuff, now, once you have an angle or once you have an ad copy, doesn't mean that got to be the hard. It probably is the hardest thing in the world, but once you kind of like have that angled in, that's when you can emphasize it with ads, because now you have a niche. You have an angle. You can kind of like say, all right, boom. And that's when, like, let's say if you're spending money on the ads, then it grows up fast and stuff like that. But yeah, if you guys haven't signed up, or join the Facebook group, but G7, you guys got this. All right. But initially, yeah, what I'm thinking about, honestly, is scaling. Because you have to think, like I said before, you can think small or you can think big, bro. You can think claustrophobic or you can think exponential. But you have just those two ways of thinking. Like you can either be someone that gets taken from, or you could be someone that take. You could be a lifer, or you could be a person that's scared. Right? You could be a wolf, or you could be a sheep. It's just like you have to think like that sometimes. And what that does is force you into forward thinking. And so sometimes, like when you get out your comfort zone, I know it can feel a little uncomfortable, obviously, but that's the whole point. When you get out your comfort zone and you take those risks that you need to take, you realize, profits is better than wages. All right. And that's when you say, okay, I'm not abiding by society or what's like, a society type way of framing things up, but you're abiding by, let's say, your own free thinking. And then once you got that, and you know that, hey, as long as you're not harming and you're helping people, that's when value is changing, and when value sees price when people buy every single time. So it's an exchange of value that you give back out into the universe, versus where you're back, and that's how you make more income. But the thing is, and two, like going back to the funnels and sites and stuff, like I don't mean to bore you guys with all that stuff, but going back to the funnels and sites and stuff like that, initially, like, bro, you take probably like 3 pages, right? 3 pages. Like page 1 could be your introduction page, or we call them the click-through page and stuff like that. Page 2 could be like articles. Or, in my opinion, what I like to do personally is I like to basically have an ad copy that's an organic ad, and then I'll send it to like a blog post because it looks so real and authentic. And then from that blog post, it goes to, let's say, a main page, and then from the main page to a single product page. And you can go ahead and dislike. I don't even know who you are, bro. He said he subscribed, and then he said he's leaving. Alright, leave, bro. I got other things to worry about than you. But yeah, bro, it's just like, shit, that's just like what I like to do, bro. Like you send people to the ad copy and then to a blog post, so now it's more informative. Once things is more informative, it's like people can gain trust because now they know exactly what they're doing. And if you send traffic that way initially, if you send traffic, I'm 10 years old. Jesus Christ. If you send traffic that way initially, basically what happens is you kind of build a little bit more trust and likability with your audience, and so it's easier for them to say, hey, I want to buy this product, or I want to sign up, or I want to take action on this. And if you get people that take action like that, then it's going to feel a whole lot more comfortable, a whole lot more comfortable, because of the simple fact that that person is taking action based on the information that they read and the like and trust that they already built up. But if you don't build any like or trust within that time frame, then it's like they're not going to have anything to really go by. What's up? Hope all well. Big night. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, bro. Yes, it is. It's talking about traffic, funnels, basically perception of traffic also, because in marketing. So obviously this all boils down to marketing, because it's like when you have an ad out there, what is the problem that the ad is resonating with the consumer? So that's the first thing that we have to think about. What is the problem that is resonating with the consumer? Initially, once we have that problem, can we build like trust and authority to show that we can match them and solve their problems? And that's where like a blog article comes in. So like if you write an article on something, heck, you can use ChatGPT to do that, but I really advise you to use your personal human voice to do it, because the internet can't connect with people like you. And so once you use real words, it kind of like actually magically it connects with people. And once you do that, you write an article that people can relate to, things of that nature. You write the ad copy people can relate to. Like, don't overthink it. Don't spend 2 nights doing this. Like, spend like an hour tops writing like 4 paragraphs. Like, don't overcomplicate it. Be real, authentic, and then as you think about it, and then also on top of that, you send that article over to whatever product or service that you have to offer. So if I'm doing an article on how to get coupons, then I'm writing literally 4 paragraphs on how to get coupons. And then after I write the 4 paragraphs on how to get coupons, I send that out. I send that on over to the dang to the offer. That's basically what I do in that part, to be honest with you. Alright. Somebody said, get out. Gotcha. Boy, I got a lot of weird subscribers. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, that's just what's on my mind, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you. Just traffic, leads, funnels, stuff like that. Quick question. Big Night, what's up, bro? Yeah, that is the main thing I can say, that keep it super simple. Like, don't overcomplicate the funnel. Like, provide value, send them to an offer directly, let them go ahead and sign up. Traffic from Bing or certain search engines work best. Well, a lot of the ads, I could say, with Bing, I'm be honest with you, I've got straight sales off Bing. And I think it's pretty good, because it's like, if you can provide exactly what the consumer is wanting directly on Bing or search, it's like when they click on it, they're not judging based on social activities, stuff like that. It's just like, hey, this is what I want. I'm looking for you to solve that problem. For sure, your product offer is solving that problem, then conversion is going to happen every single time. But if it's not solving that problem, then it's not going to work. So the thing is about search is you don't have to be so extra persuasive, You could just be 100% real. This is what it is. This is a landing page and pre-selling you a little bit because they already are inquiring about information and looking to sign up. But the thing about social is people kind of judge a lot more off of social, based on social engagement, social trust, and things of that nature. So it's just like you have logical thinkers and you have emotional thinkers, and with social you got more emotional thinkers. With search you got more logical thinking because people aren't really thinking too much with their heart. They're thinking logically with their mind. And they're just thinking like, all right, how can I solve this problem right now? And that's when, if you kind of like give them a clear solution, even with an article, like I said, a blog article, step-by-step process, like be step 1, step 2, step 3, and 4, that actually, it helps the engagement or the conversion rate on social. I mean, not social, but search. And that's just like, what I like about search is like you don't have to be so social. And then also you have to get in the intent of keywords. So like, for instance, someone might mistype a keyword, or a group of people may mistype a keyword by accident. And that keyword may be, the frame of mind that they're thinking at that time period. And that's might be what their product or service that they're looking for. Like, for instance, I used to run an offer called e-file taxes during tax season. And initially, as I send traffic to that offer and stuff, initially it'll always be the typos. Like if people mistype a character and stuff like that, that'll be, what people actually I get the conversions for. But let's say if it be like the regular brand name and things of that nature, not really, I don't really get too many conversions for it. But like I say, like just understanding what frame of mind or certain keywords, or whether it's a lowercase or uppercase or a lowercase, like a lot of times that have a factor too on the conversion rate. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just going to get nerded out talking about this stuff. I ain't gonna lie to you. I enjoy this stuff. I enjoy this marketing and stuff, bro. I'm currently running a campaign on Facebook right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, I created a new ad copy. The old one was working well, and so I created another one, and I'm keeping it super simple on the ad copy. Like I'm not really overcomplicating it. I'm not really overdoing it or nothing like that. I'm just keeping it super simple. And what I mean by that is the ad copy is equivalent to you making a Facebook post. So if you go on Facebook or something and you type in like, a color post, or, when you type in a little text post, things of that nature, basically whatever pops up, that's when I'm actually doing that. So it looks more real, looks more organic and native to the Facebook user. And so initially conversion rate on that is a little bit more. So I don't know if people, amateur stuff always works. It always works in marketing. I don't care what nobody says. The more amateur the content is, like the more realistic it is, the more it converts. The more professional it is, the less it converts. But the more amateur things is, the more real it is, the more people relate to it, the more people sign up for it. Like I say, even if you run an ad copy that's like, let's say, land with a real photo of some real people that's just saying, hey, free car wash, and to be somebody holding a car wash sign. Like literally, you go outside, take a picture of someone that's on the car wash sign, and you run ads to it. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you, that might convert a little bit more better than the professional, car wash creative that you pay somebody on Fiverr to do. And that's really another secret with marketing and advertising. Like amateur stuff works best. Test multiple photos, and amateur stuff works best. But yeah, like I said, I'm just getting geeked out, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought about this. I need to create some content. I need to kind of like share some value and stuff just now. So that's what I just like. Gotcha. What Atlanta page works best for Facebook, other than things such as many chats, learning that in the group and the chat. Honestly, what I've been doing lately is honestly what I just said. Especially like for affiliate offers or CPA offers to get conversions, it's the blogs. Like instead of doing like a click-through landing page, but like a real blog article, even if you go into blogger.com and you create like a blog, then it looks like, hey, somebody got a blog and they wrote the information and they're trying to run ads to it. That works phenomenal, like as a landing page. Now, if you do a landing page where it's like, okay, all professional and you're trying to collect their information, I don't think that's going to work too well right now. It may work just because a lot of people know what it is, but I don't think it'll work too well because of the simple fact that a lot of times people just want the information and solve their problem right then and there. Like, they're not looking to overcomplicate the process. If you can kind of like say, hey, this is an article, and what you do and is understanding the other part of marketing is the actual blocks things are placed at in life. And like you can say the above the fold, you may have that trusted logo or stuff. In the middle of the fold, initially you may have a button that's going to like a call to action, but just a small one. And the bottom of the fold, you may have like a very, hey, this is a call to action to the offer. And then when you scroll down below the fold, that's when you can have more sell tactics, and then actually sending those people over to the main offer. That actually converts better than, let's say, you click on the ad, the person see the ad, then they click onto another page that's just asking them for their information, and then they click onto a buy. I would not do that whatsoever. If they click on the ad initially, and now what you can do, if you're doing like a lead gen form, you could just do, instead of doing a lead gen website, you could just do lead gen forms on Facebook or TikTok or Google. And that's a whole lot more better, especially if you just want leads now. So a lot of people are running ads to landing pages for leads, which is really pointless now, because you can really just run ads directly. You could just pay Facebook and say, hey, Facebook, I want insurance leads. I want, this leads. And Facebook is literally going to give you everything you need to know about those people. So it's just like, there's really no hitting website or trickery you need to do to generate leads. But I could say for the selling, really getting people to opt in part, to buying something or to signing up for something, the blog. That's my first go-to on that part. Yeah. Jesus Christ, I've been over here talking. Talking. Alright, well, I'm going to call it shorts for today. I think I've talked enough here. I hope you guys got some value out of this. I'm probably going to go live again. And again, sign up for that G7. Alright, yeah. And let's get it. I'll see you in the future.